We are rolling. Me.
Yep, go. Hey friends and family, we have been in Korea for almost 2 weeks now and wanted to do a quick recap video to let you guys know how we've been doing and what life has been like in Korea so far.
So we'll be telling you about our flight to Korea, as well as our first impressions of the area, and then we'll be talking about Eric's teaching orientation, where he went to Central Korea and I went to Seoul for about 9 days. And finally, we'll be telling you about what it was like to move to our new hometown, Namyangju.
First things first, the flight to Korea was not nearly as bad as we thought it would be. The time went by really quick. The flight was surprisingly comfortable. There was lots of good food, good movies, and great company. Favorite part of the flight?
For me, it was probably Alaska. Flying over Alaska was really, really cool. There was so much ice and snow down below, and the mountains were just gorgeous.
My favorite part of the flight was flying over Japan. This was my first time flying internationally, so it was really surreal to be looking out the window and seeing this country that I'd always seen on the map, and there it was in all of its glory. Kind of a mind-blowing moment.
So we landed in Korea about 5 p.m. their time. For us, it was about 1 in the morning back home. So we were both beat, tired. We hadn't slept the entire flight because we were determined to get on to Korean time faster.
Exhausting.
So exhausting. When we landed, we didn't really know where to go next.
As this was my first time traveling internationally, I couldn't really figure out where to go, like where the taxis were, where are the buses. Very confused state of mind. But because Grace has experience with international travel, she was able to find us a shuttle bus so that we could get to our hotel for free. So because I'm working for EPIK, which stands for English Program in Korea, I was required to attend a 9-day orientation for teachers in Central Korea. Grace spent those 9 days with a friend in Seoul.
I stayed with a friend of mine who I met in YWAM. That was really good for me because it was a small introduction to Korean culture, and I felt like it absorbed a little bit of the culture shock which I would have felt, especially being away from Eric. Seoul is a really, really large city. There are tons of people there. So to me, coming from Seattle, it felt kind of like Seattle on steroids. It was a little bit intimidating when you don't know like the language, to be in just a sea of people that are all like moving one direction. You're like, what if I want to go that way? It's impossible. You're just like swimming for your life and it doesn't work at all.
Meanwhile, orientation was really good. I'd heard from a lot of people that it was going to be dry and boring. It wasn't true at all. It taught me a lot and really prepared me for being a teacher to elementary kids. The best part of orientation was that it surrounded me with a bunch of other English teachers so that we could swap ideas and develop a support system here for us. So if we have questions or needs or anything like that, we have other people that we can contact. After orientation, Grace and I re-met again in what is our new hometown, Namyangju. When we arrived, the school had not prepared an apartment for us yet because they heard that we were married and they wanted us to be able to look at different apartments and choose our favorite one, which was actually really cool of them because a lot of teachers were just given an apartment, a small studio, didn't have any choice in the matter.
The downside to not being able to move into our apartment right away was that we had to stay at a motel for about 5 nights, which meant that we were still living out of our suitcases. That was something we were really looking forward to not having to do anymore.
Something that was a little bit awkward about staying at the hotel for 5 nights was that there's a certain culture associated with motels and hotels in Korea. Google Korean love motels. Every time we left the building and came back, we felt like everyone on the street was silently judging us.
So yesterday was Monday and we got to move into our new apartment. It's really exciting.
Something else that is really awesome about working with the EPIK program is that the school provides our apartment, but also all of the furniture and appliances.
The staff at his school is really friendly, very generous. They bought us a rice cooker and they are getting us a different bed because right now we're actually currently sleeping on a twin size bed.
It's very small.
It's very small.
In closing, we only landed in Korea 2 weeks ago and already what was once strange and foreign now seems really close and familiar.
We love and miss you guys, and thank you so much for your thoughts and prayers.
We'll try to keep you guys updated via video or Facebook posts, but we're not very good at social media, so we'll see how it goes. 안녕히 계세요.